Are you struggling to onboard your baristas and have them trained to smash coffee out from day one? Stick around, I'm going to show you how we onboard our staff here at Artisti, and stay till the end, I've got a bonus for you. Hey guys, I'm Jimmy. Welcome back to the Artisti YouTube channel, where we guide you through all things coffee. So you don't miss out on any future videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video and hit the bell icon for future videos. So today we're talking about why it's really important to onboard and train your staff. So one of the benefits, number one, we're going to talk about consistency. Consistency between baristas is really important. Your customers are walking in the door, they're seeing new staff members, they're concerned that they're not going to get the same coffee they got yesterday. So you want to make sure that each barista is making the same drinks, they're preparing things the same way, they've got the same procedures and the steps in place so that you can be confident that there's no difference, and your customers are confident there's going to be no real difference between different baristas' coffees. Another big one is the staff knowing the product. We want to make sure that your staff know how to talk about your coffee, they know how to sell your coffee and what all the different drinks are. We want to make sure that they know everything about your blends, your recipes, and everything that you're serving to your customers. They're a good representation of your brand, and if they don't know the difference between the different coffees, the different blends, it's just a bad reflection on your business. And you as a barista, you want to be confident that you've been onboarded and trained so that you can do the best job that you can. So another one to think about is safety. If you're not onboarding and training your staff to do your cleaning procedures right, your fire safeties, your COVID plans, that could have some bad implications if you're not preparing them for those situations. So making sure you get that in early, because you never know if something went down on the first day and you got caught out having not trained that person. You want to make sure that they are super confident, they know what to do in those situations. Staff are constantly changing all the time. We're having to train staff, we're having to onboard new people all the time. And as a manager or as a business owner, it's really hard to dedicate the time to them that you really want to. It is super helpful if you even have a process for onboarding and training your staff so that you can actually have other staff do that process for you. Even before that person, that new barista starts that job, you want them to be confident as soon as they get on the machine. So ideally, you should send them to your roaster. We have all of our accounts come to us as a roastery and we do all the training prior to them starting. You would always want to try to get a transition time from barista to barista. So if someone's leaving, see if you can have a crossover where that barista then trains the new person. If that's not possible, you really still need, even the best baristas should have a transition time and spend some time on the coffee machine with another barista that's been there for some time, so they can learn all the processes, they can see it, and someone else can assess them as they go. That way everyone's confident that when they're on the machine by themselves, they are making the best coffee that they can. They should be making all the staff coffees and just getting their practice up and getting confident. Even if they're a gun barista, they still need that time. So what do you need to onboard your new baristas? Having a process is really important. If you don't, there's a huge list of things that you've got to work your way through, and they can take a lot of time. They can need to happen at certain times of the day. So having a process already documented that you can either pass on to someone else before the new person starts, or you can run that through them. You can do it before they start, or on their first day, or in their first week, and it will take time. That list really needs to include all of your processes, like be it cash handling, your POS training. You need to be doing all your cleaning checklists and procedures. Your staff even need to just take a tour around the place so they know where all the stock is. They need to go through all the cupboards and they need to just know where everything is. You've also got many staff in the building, whether they know who everyone is or not. That could be a factor in how they can help you and what their roles really are. One thing we like to include is a vision and mission statement. When we onboard our new staff, we want to make sure they've got the same values as us and they're talking the same talk. We want to know that they are spreading the same message about quality service, be it speed, be it consistency. They're saying the same things as us and they've got the same vision in mind when they're working hard for your business. All right, so coffee training. Now, this is a big one because obviously we train our baristas and we have our cafe partners come to us. We train them from anywhere from just understanding the difference between the drinks to detailed latte art training. And this is hard as a business to know where everyone's up to. So you kind of need to do an assessment before. I mean, you probably hired that person for a certain level of skill. Now it's time to work out whether they can actually do that under pressure. You need to have a checklist that includes making sure that they know how to steam milk, the different names of the coffees, how to prepare those coffees, even latte art, your pouring technique, your extractions. Do they know your brew ratios? Do they know your recipes, so that if they happen to be the next one to open in the morning, can they dial in your coffee so that you've prepared for the next day? You want to make sure that they know how to season the machine. They can clean the machine at the end of the day, so that whole process is done. If you're a busy cafe, you've also got lots of orders coming in the door. You might have shorthand language guides. If you haven't seen that video that has a shorthand language guide attached to it, check it out. But you want to make sure that all your staff are writing the same codes on your cups, otherwise it can be very confusing for new baristas to read what's on those cups, existing staff to know what the baristas are writing, and also things like your barista knowing how to use the till. That's really important if you want them to be multitasking across the business. Speaking of lists, I have a bonus for you, and I've pretty well done all the work for you to actually get this list and this checklist going to get you started. So this is the onboarding process that we use, and we give this to our wholesale partners and our cafe partners to give you at least the groundworks of all of these things that your staff should know. So I've created a PDF. We're going to put that in a link below, so make sure you click on that, download it and print it, and have it ready for your new staff members to come on board. Guys, my name's Jimmy. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've learned something. Be sure to like, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.